Hi there, it's Jen from empathicmastery.com, and if you want the book, empathicmasterybook.com. And I'm here today because, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of wild stuff going on right now. And one of the things that I've noticed is that it's really bringing up a lot of intense emotions, as well as a lot of thought and worry and concern for a lot of people. And what I've discovered in working with a lot of my empathic peeps is that it's really hard, or can be really hard, to access our intuition right now because there is a storm of information just swirling all around us. And in addition to all that information that's circulating, there's also a lot of emotional intensity. We've got, right now, as I'm recording this, we've got the stock market doing a free fall that is pretty scary for our finances globally, not just in the United States. We've got a pandemic and nobody really knows the answer. And I mean, oh my God, there is a shortage of toilet paper. So what could possibly be worse? I'm only being half facetious. Now, the thing is, I'm not a financial expert. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV, and I'm not a political expert. What I am is an EFT practitioner and a mentor for highly sensitive empathic people. And what I can talk about is what I know works for me and what I have found works for the people that I have supported over the years in getting back into our bodies, in calming our nervous systems down, and in being able to access our deep inner wisdom and stillness, as opposed to getting hooked into all the hysteria that's going on in the world around us. Now, I just want to say, in addition to this, that there is a fair amount of kind of one side of the fence is like completely terrified. The other side of the fence, if anything, is kind of apathetic or sort of nonchalant about it. And there's sort of the spiritual bypassing version of it, which is if you just raise your vibration and if you just kind of focus on the positive stuff, you're just going to be exempt from this. And, you know, I will just say that in my personal experience, spirituality does not prevent bad things from happening. Spirituality gives us the tools to navigate when things get tough. And spirituality gives us the tools to stay grounded, to stay calm, and to find solutions that we wouldn't have otherwise come up with when we are all up in our head and all up in our ego and all up in trying to sort all this stuff out. So I figured I would offer some tapping right now. And what I've been noticing is that because there is so much information going on, it can be really hard to figure out what's mine, what's not mine. So come for a ride with me. And as with all of my tapping videos, you do agree to take 100% responsibility for your own process. Don't go places that you don't belong. If I say something and it doesn't quite work for you, then change the words to work for you. And if you notice that something is coming up, make a note of it, keep tapping, and let the tapping lead you through and let that your nervous system continue to settle. So we're just going to start by focusing on the fact that there is so much energy, static, and information going on around. And I'm going to lead you in a way that will give you a chance to just kind of be aware of how you're being affected by it. So even though there is so much information and there are so many feelings going around right now, I don't even know what to make of all of it. I'm not really sure about absolutely everything, except I do know that washing my hands is a good idea right now. But it's hard to discern exactly what to do. Do I go to the grocery store or do I stay away? Do I travel to see somebody or do I reschedule? Do I go to that conference or meeting and attend it in person? Or do I stay at home? All these questions. And all of these different pieces of information coming from so many different places. It feels like, what does it feel like to you? To me, it feels like a tornado of information and emotion that is just swirling around me. So I'm just acknowledging it. And I choose to breathe. I choose to breathe into my heart. And let it be okay that I don't have all the answers. So even though there is so much going on, there are all kinds of emotions. There is a ton of information swirling around. It feels like a tornado of news and feelings and fear and worry. And so I'm just acknowledging it and loving myself anyway. So even though it feels like I'm in the middle of a tornado of information, a tornado of emotions, and when I'm in my head, I am so aware of all the fear and the worry and the trying to figure it all out. And I know that there are things I can't know right now. That there are answers that are yet to be revealed. And that all I can really do is breathe. And acknowledge that it is what it is. It is uncomfortable. It is confusing. There is a lot going on. And it's swirling all around me. And I am open to the possibility that I can accept this. I can be in the mystery. And I can just acknowledge that it is what it is. And love myself and my dear ones through this. This swirling tornado of information, what is it like for you? Whatever way you would describe it. Maybe it's a swirling tornado. Maybe it's a big ocean. Maybe it's a ball pit. All this information, all these emotions, just acknowledging it. All this information, all these emotions, all this information, and all these emotions. All this information and all these emotions. All this information and all these emotions. What's even mine? And what is it that I'm picking up from the world around me? So much information. And so many emotions swirling all around me. I wonder if it's possible that despite everything swirling around me, I can send my roots down. I can find the stillness within me. That I can sink in to my heart and be here now. All this information, all the intensity, really feeling it swirling around, acknowledging it, and choosing to be in my body instead of just being in my head. This is bigger than me. And it is beyond me to figure it all out. And so I breathe into my heart. And as I exhale, I release any tension, worry, concern. Breathing into my heart. And releasing that frenzy. Breathing into my heart. And releasing the frenzy. Let's take a deep breath. So what are you noticing? Maybe notice how the information feels, where it was. For me, it started as sort of this swirling tornado, and now it's sort of like where it had been just so much information just swirling around me. It was like I was in the middle of this white swirling cloud. And now it's like kind of like standing in the middle of a bit of a whirlwind or a breeze, but where there's maybe a few pieces of newspaper that are kind of still up in the air that are spinning around. but I can see the land outside of me. I can see beyond that. And I can feel it slowing down and settling down as I come back into my heart. So, even though there's still, a little bit of swirling, there's a lot going on. I choose to be in my body. And I choose to be here now. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what to expect. I can't know. All I can know is that I'm safe right here, right now, in this very moment. I'm okay. And so I breathe into my body, and I breathe out any tension or worry. I breathe into my heart. And I release the need to figure this out. This is outside of my job description. This is beyond my scope. And it is okay for me to let this go. I can still pay attention, and I am open to the possibility that as I relax, I can receive the information I need as I need to know. That what matters will come to me, and I can choose to remain calm. I breathe into my heart, and I breathe out the need to figure this out. So even though it just is what it is, there's a lot going on. There's a ton of emotion, a ton of information, and all kinds of human history that makes this a scary time. I'm just acknowledging it. And I am open to the possibility that I can relax anyway. I'm open to the possibility that I can offer this up to my higher power. That this is a job for the divine. And that it is okay for me to sink into my heart, to breathe into my body, and to accept that a lot is yet to be revealed. And I can recognize that right here, right now, I'm okay. I'm breathing. I'm tapping. I'm safe. And it's okay for me to relax. I can trust. I can choose to trust that I will receive the information I need as I need it. And I can put down my worry. I can put down my need to figure it all out. I can move from my head into my heart. And I'm okay. So even though it is what it is, I choose to move from my head and any attempt to figure this out into my heart and into my connection with the divine source. I offer up my burdens. I offer up my fear and my awareness of everyone else's fear. And I breathe into my body. And just for right now, I accept that it is what it is. And I'm okay. Right here, right now. Moving from the need to figure it out into the stillness of my heart. Moving from the need to know into compassion and love. Moving from the part of me that wants to figure it all out and know the outcome into my connection with divine source. Acknowledging that part of me that really wants to know. Acknowledging the part of me that's wired to figure things out. Acknowledging the part of me that is confused about exactly what to do. Because there's so much information going on. And acknowledging the part of me that knows that choosing divine connection and offering up my burdens, surrendering this, is the path that works best for me. Let's take a deep breath. How are you doing? How's your nervous system feeling? I know my body is feeling a lot calmer and a lot more grounded. And even though I don't know the answers, I'm okay. So I'd like to offer one last round of tapping. And this is a prayer that I've been working with lately. Now, when it comes to prayer, I'm a strong believer in use the words that work for you. I'm going to use the words Divine Mother. But whatever words work for you, just as good. Divine Mother, lead me from my fretting mind and help me to truly sink in to the love and serenity of your Sacred Heart. Amen. Divine Mother, lead me from my fretting mind and help me to sink into the love and serenity of your Sacred Heart. Amen. Divine Mother, lead me from my fretting mind and the part of me that thinks I have to figure all this out, and help me to sink into the love and serenity of your Sacred Heart. Amen. Divine Mother, lead me from my fretting mind and help me to sink into the serenity and love of your Sacred Heart. Amen. Let's take a deep breath. Eyebrows. Another nice deep breath and breathing into your heart and into that divine connection. Exhaling out the worry and concerns. Sides of the eyes. Divine Mother, lead me from my fretting mind and the part of me that thinks I have to figure all of this out. And help me to sink into the love and serenity of your Sacred Heart. Amen. Again, breathing in that calmness, that connection to the divine in your heart. And exhaling any tension or worry. Under the eyes. Divine Mother, lead me from my fretting mind. Lead me from the part of me that thinks I have to figure all of this out. Release me. Relieve me of the burden that needs to know everything. And help me to sink into the serenity and love of your Sacred Heart. Amen. Breathing in and letting go. Divine Mother, lead me from my fretting mind and help me to sink into the love and serenity of your Sacred Heart. Amen. I breathe in divine connection, breathing into my heart and breathing out any tension, worry, or concern, offering it up. Tapping on the collarbone and really breathing into my heart. And breathing out any tension or worry. Tapping on the thymus for a second. And just tuning in, putting your hand over your heart, just holding that space and just breathing into that connection with the divine. And breathing out any tension, any worry, any fear, letting the nervous system and your body relax and unwind. under the arm. Divine Mother, lead me from my fretting mind and the part of me that thinks I need to figure this out. And help me to sink into the love and serenity of your sacred heart. Allow me to dwell in your stillness and your grace. Amen. Let's take in a deep breath. Exhale, top of the head, inhaling and letting go. Well, I hope you feel as relaxed and as calm as I do right now. I am sending you so much love and blessings and prayers for your divine connection in this time. So, let me know how you're doing. Keep me posted. And until next time, peace.